learn how to make money with it. If you're going to live in real estate, if you're going to have a place to stay, you might as well learn how to make some money with it. Either learning how to pay it off faster, get it free and clear. There's nothing wrong with a free and clear house. Or being able to get a home or multiple homes, but really the multiple homes are to create your wealth. The wealth of the world, a big, big chunk of that, the vast majority of it is in real estate. Why? Because real estate goes up in value. Real estate beats inflation. Real estate, you can control a whole bunch of real estate for a very small amount of money. Real estate's when other people pay your properties off for you. Now, we're going to talk about creating chunks of cash versus streams of income. Other things that you can do to make a little stream of income, are like the affiliate programs and other things we're doing. Most of that stuff's to get your feet wet, get you going. But if you want to make a chunk of cash, many of you really need to look at how you can do real estate. That's one of the ways that we build our wealth. And that's one of the ways that continually works on our wealth. If you're going to live in it, you might as well learn how to make money with it. We're going to make some chunks. And so to do that, I want to take you to the website. And there's some wonderful things onto the website. When you come here, we're going to go to the successmoneyfoundation.org. It's always nice to log in first because that gives you access to so many wonderful things. But there's some stuff I want to show you to help you on your journey. Number one is the free books. So when you come here to the free books, one of the first ones I want you to really look at is the 5 Steps to Freedom, 7 Steps to Wealth. Many of you are just going to do the first 5 steps, and that will help you have a better life. Make more money with your small business and your job. Separate it. Give some away. Automatically invest and save and spend. Those are the 5. But if you want to make some bank and you want to do really, really well, you need to do 2 more. Multiple streams of incomes. Number 6 and number 7 is the wealth formula. You need to do the wealth formula no matter what. But if you really want to make some extra bank, this is how we do it. So here's the book. The book is free. You can go to the website and download it and read it on the website. You can go to Amazon and get it for nonprofit pricing, which will save you a bundle. And if you have a big group, one of the great things about a nonprofit is that we have the ability to get these beautiful books because we're nonprofit. And if you've got a whole group of people, you've got a big organization, you can get these books, these color books for about $6 plus some shipping on them. And just simply go to successmoneyfoundation.org/bulk books. These are our costs on them. We're just passing it along to you. So if you want to get the five steps to freedom, 7 steps to wealth, that's how you do it. You can get the black and white version for $3 a piece. So if you got a whole group you want to give these to, there's a ways to do that. There's a little bit of shipping on top of that. But I want to talk about real estate for a second. And so in order to do that, let's go find out where real estate is on our piece. Now it's really, real estate is in number 6, multiple streams of income. So one of the places you're going to go here is in the book is to learn about real estate. You start with multiple streams of income. Robert Allen has been a wonderful friend of mine, mentor. My parents taught me about real estate. One of my college professors when I was going to school, first year in college, he was my economics professor, but he owned some real estate. And in one of my other classes, they asked us to go do a report on something. And I knew he owned real estate. And so, wonderful man. I spent a couple hours on a Saturday with he and his wife that brought this young student over and fed us lunch, and he talked about his real estate. Mark Harrelson, first book I ever read, How to Wake Up the Financial Genius Inside You, was the first organized real estate book I ever read on real estate. And those were wonderful things. My dad planted the seed when I was a kid. You look at all the seeds that were planted and people that watered that seed, and finally it really kind of took off and started to grow. But in here, the real estate, you're going to make chunks of cash. And if you need to make money, this is going to be the fastest way that you can do it. If you've already got an existing business and you can pour gas on it, if you can simplify and multiply it, that's quick and that's fast. If you've already got something existing, if you're building something from scratch, that's a lot different. But real estate's everywhere. Real estate's everywhere. And it's one of the things that is going to help you make a chunk of cash quickly. And I've made a fortune with real estate, and that's the vast majority of money in the foundation was donated because of the real estate. So I want you to be able to go to the book itself and, we're going to go and the 5 F's, the 5 F's of real estate. There's 5 F's to real estate. We want to talk a little bit about debt. Is debt good or bad? How to fix and flip properties is a section on here. How to buy real estate with little or nothing down. Big piece, nothing down, just add zeros. How I did all kinds of projects, and then we just did the same thing, we just added more zeros to it. Friend Robert Allen, nothing down techniques. He's famous for that. And different ways you can make money with real estate. So those are things that I really highly suggest that you get into to learn how to make chunks of cash. Now, you need to buy 1 or 2 properties a year. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you're at. I don't care about it. You can find a deal. It's harder to find a good deal than it is to fund it. It's harder to find the deal than to fund it. The key is to finding the good deals. And a lot of people say, well, I don't have the real estate, I don't have the cash, I don't have the credit. Well, you know what? You don't need that. You need is a good deal. What you need is a good deal because other people have those other things. And I started with really small deals. I work with massive, big partners now. I'm just a little guy in these, but they raise a couple $100 million and they do massive $1 million deals. And I'm part of all those. But I worked up to it. I've been doing this for a long time. We're going to start with something small. So I want you to come into here and to learn about real estate because this is going to be the fastest way. And if all you did was learn some simple techniques to get your house paid off quicker, that's a win. That's huge. Them's that understands it gets it, them's that don't pays it. This is one of my dad's favorite sayings. Them's that understands it gets it, them's that don't pays it. And I hate paying it. I love getting it. So 5 steps to real estate, page 143. Let's go see if we can actually find some of this stuff so we can show you. And again, this stuff is real and it's available for you. So we got to go to page 143. And again, I want to thank Josh for helping me with this book. I have all this stuff in my head and he helped me get it out. It was causing all kinds of problems in my head. Step 6 is multiple streams of income. The 5 F's to real estate: find it, fund it, farm it, and flip it. So you need to find good deals, you need to fund it, and you need to fix it. And then you're either going to farm it or flip it. Find it, fund it, fix it. Big 3. And then you're either going to farm it, make money on a monthly basis, yearly basis, or we're going to flip it, make some cash and take that cash and reinvest it. Talk a little bit about debt. Debt, if it's personal debt and you're spending money to go to college to get a degree that doesn't make you any money, it's bad. If you go to college and that debt you incur makes you a lot of money, then it's good. If you buy real estate and other people pay it off, debt is good. The massive millions of dollars that I borrowed for my real estate, the renters have paid it off over time. Okay. That's why it's so crucial. We teach about the rule of 72. And again, if somebody else is paying it for you, that's ideal. I want to show you about some of the simplicity things I started. Now, I'm going to show you a deal that we did 40 years ago. This is my wife and I were just married. We had our small little child. She was pregnant on when we did this deal. That little child now has 4 kids. But I wanted to show you the before picture. And this is an ugly little house that we found. The seller called us. One of the things that three out of 100 properties out there fit our criteria. 97% don't. The guy wants his cash, wants his terms. They're going to wait till they get it. We're looking for that 3. So know that first off, that all these techniques won't work with 97% of the people. It works with about 3 because we want to make a buck. We want to make a profit. So I just want to show you the fix and flip. That's what it looked like on the before picture. And that's what it looked like on the after picture. And we didn't spend that much money on it. We just cleaned up the crap. People see a property like this and they go, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Well, I like problems. If you want to be successful, solve problems. This is what the bathroom looked like. Right here. That's what the bathroom looked like. People walk in there and turn around, walk out. I don't want to touch that thing. Well, I don't care how bad it looks. I'm going to rip it all out anyway. That's the before picture. That's the kitchen on a before and after right there. There's the bath on the after picture. Okay, beautiful, simple. And we made as much money on that one deal as I did working pretty much the whole year full time on one deal. So step one is make more money with your job, but you also want a small business. And one of those could be flipping real estate. And you're only looking for one or two of these a year. Find it, tie it up, get the rights to fix it, sell it. That's a good way to go. Nothing down real estate. You can buy real estate with little or nothing down. And my good friend Robert Allen proved that. He is the famous guy that they sent. He said, send me to any city in America, take away my wallet, give me $100 for living expenses, and in two days, I'll buy an excellent piece of real estate using none of my own money. The Los Angeles Times challenged him to do that. They sent him to San Francisco, and with a reporter, they dropped him off in downtown San Francisco. Now, can you imagine trying to survive on $100 in San Francisco? But he made it work, and he bought 7 properties in 24 hours. He proved you could do it without any of your own money. The key is to find a partner, find a good deal, and then find the partner. And these massive multi-million-dollar deals, these $20, $30 million deals, they're finding partners. So it's no different. It's just a little bit smaller. So there's a whole section on that about how you can do it, and about rentals. Nothing down, just add zeros. Talk about some of the small deals I did and how we turned them into big deals. Use the same technique. And one of the first little properties we bought 40 plus years ago, we donated to the foundation. I bought it for $60,000 with $5,000 down. It was actually about $3,000 down. Later, 40 years later, we gave it to the foundation for $490,000. That $3,000 had turned into almost $500,000. The renters paid the loans down. Depreciation made it go up in value. And that's what funded the foundation. That's how we did it, was with the stuff I'm teaching you. Okay, nothing down techniques. All these are wonderful. I highly recommend you get there. The other place that I recommend that you get going in is that when you go to the website, we want you to go into the courses. So here's the new books right here, 3 books in 1, summary, stuff like that. These are all wonderful. But in addition to that, here's the book right here, How to Wake Up the Financial Genius Inside You. This was written by Mark Harrelson. He owned the apartment complex that I lived in my first year as a freshman in college. And I went in the office for some reason, and here's this guy, this older guy. He's probably in his 30s, 40s, was playing ping pong with a bunch of the students. He brought a case of books up and he gave them to the student. I went in the office and the guy said, "Here's, would you like a book?" And he gave me a book. And that's, I read the first book. And this is a wonderful book on, and you'll notice that some of the stuff I teach and how I teach it was because of a seed that was planted in my head from Mark Harrelson in 1978. Okay. You can connect the dots going backwards. This was a fun book. It was an easy book, and it was easy to understand. You'll notice all the graphics. So all my books have graphics. All my books have illustrations because it's easy to see. Talking about simplicity, the simplicity of it. And he owned that apartment complex. I became friends with him years and years later, but the seed was planted many, many years ago. This also has the whole class. So when you come here, in the quick start, in the next step classes, watch the next step classes here, you can earn some stock just by going through step number 6 and through the real estate. There's the Mark Harrelson right there. How to Wake Up the Financial Genius Inside You. We're going to pay you. Imagine that. I'm going to pay you to do this. Why? Because I want you to get your investment accounts open. This is how we make a difference. So I'd go through that. The next one is the Road to Wealth. The Road to Wealth is a step-by-step of how we took 3 people out of an unemployment line in St. Louis, Missouri. Bob Allen and I did that. I was just a college kid. I wasn't even married when we did that. And it's a true story about how we found them. I went to the unemployment lines with them. I helped do the screening process. One of my teachers at Utah Valley University was the 3rd guy, Dr. Blaine Lee, that was part of this challenge. We picked those people, we taught them for 2 days, and then I coached them. I was on the phone with them. Bob only talked to him a handful of times, but I was this young guy and I got a chance to talk to him, and I kind of mentored them and helped them. And it's a true story of how they did it. It's a true story about how they did it. So that's really crucial. Then the other one's the real estate launch. That's the next one that you go through. There's a lot of great, great books on real estate. But if you want to make a chunk of cash, If you want to make a chunk of cash, real estate's the place to do it. If you want to create a stream of income, long-term rentals is the way to do that. If you want to make a stream of income, then network marketing is the way to do that. But those are kind of slow. Affiliate programs are kind of slow. If you want to make a chunk of cash, you've either got to have a business that you can turn into a big business by simplifying, multiplying, or you've got to go do some real estate, or both. The most successful people I know do all of it. It's called multiple streams of income. That's step number 6, multiple streams of income. So that's what I would recommend that you do. Go through these classes. Here's how you're going to turn your small business into a big business. Highly recommend you go through Michael Gerber's class first. Then learn about how to sell. Go to the SAM school, Success and Money Sales School. If you're doing direct selling and direct marketing, 98% of them are doing it wrong. I'm going to teach you how to do it right. We've made millions and millions and millions of dollars in network marketing that has all gone into my special needs son's investment accounts. So that's kind of the key of how to be able to do that. All right. So if you want to make chunks of cash, you need to do real estate. You need to take a small business and turn it into a big business. If you want some streams of income, long-term rentals are the way to go. Also, affiliate programs and network marketing, things like that. But if you had a short amount of time and if you said, I got to make money in the next 90 days, this is what I would teach you to do. Now, on Fridays, we do case studies. We're going to have you bring your deals to class. Bring your what you're working on to class, and then we're going to give you some opinions, and then you get to vote. We're going to give you some feedback. We're going to look at best case scenarios, and we're going to look at best practices. So we do those on Fridays at the same time, same link to get in. We do a help session the 1 hour before. But that's how you do it. Step number 8, massively giving. You're going to give in step number 3, but number 8, you want to give it away. You don't get to take it with you. There's not going to be a U-Haul with all the cash going to the graveyard with you. You kind of leave it here. So you might as well leave it when you can do it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm number 8. I'm trying to give it away. I'm trying to make as much difference as I can while I'm still on this earth. So that's the key, guys. That's what you do. You got to make a difference. You got to make it happen. Remember that every life is precious. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to be right back, and we're going to give you a link, and we're going to give you some money for coming to class. Thanks for watching.